Seriously, Lenny, I hated that manager. You should. What was her name? Miriam. All teeth and Parma Violet. I just kept my head down. Did my work. I tried to keep the shop looking nice. I had to run through a kind of furniture polish every day, as it's the only thing that would have masked that smell of death. Then hear how this woman comes, dressed so nicely, don't you know? Fox or something around she neck, biting him on backside. Then she run around the shelves like she Lady Monk. Might smell of death, but I know it was clean. I know how to clean good. I have to pay someone else to do it. Not like in Islington or wherever she's from. Anyhow, there I am at the cash register. She come up to the desk with her books, ready to pay. Then she look around the place like there's been some kind of mistake when she see me face talking about with a voice so Gothic as strip paint. What she say? What she say? She say, "Excuse me, can you speak English?" Yes. And I can read and write as well. Now how can I help? She never batted an eyelid, you know. She just carry on as she saw. Well, let me tell you, I'm some too, Lenny. I'm somebody too. And don't you ever forget. I should have been going there. They might have fired me, but it would have been worth it. It's not like I had anything to lose. They weren't going to promote me. I guess you could say my face didn't quite fit. Good enough to clean and serve, but not good enough for management. I see how it is. Not good enough to tell other people what to do. Can you speak English? The cheek. Yes. Tell her I could skin a goat and I could cook a stew. I can mend a dress and I can dig a ditch too. What can you do? I know what I know, and what I know is they are not going to publish a book by some 2-bit, red-skinned drunk no one's ever heard of before. It is a business.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I'm too old for you.
You're not that bad looking for a gal with a little tread worn off her tires. I mean that. Sincerely. Come on, Violet. Franklin Hart knows the value of each girl who has the privilege to serve under him. Now, let me tell you my philosophy of business, Julie. In a word, teamwork. Everyone pulling together. It's a shame, and I've always said this, that you girls don't have the experience growing up playing football or baseball, because that's where you learn that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. If we can all work together, then we can cut the balls off our competition and be sitting on top of the hill. You see that, Violet? That's the kind of attitude I'm looking for. The problem is, you just don't get it. You want to be promoted to management. Management! engagement. Really? Well, you better start getting to work, because it's not working. Like I'm trying to explain to Jody over here. Say again. I didn't quite hear you. You need to speak up louder if you want to join this stage. You know what you can do? You can be sweet. Go and get my coffee.
This monologue is an account of an incident that took place around the Christmas period, while some people look forward to the excitement of Christmas. This particular person looks forward to receiving a bubble of peace. The reason this is being shared is to highlight the comfort received after going through such a life-changing experience, which has a beneficial effect to help others through post-traumatic growth. The fear of the supermarket. There's a big, I would say huge, supermarket that's opened not far from where she lives. Although she thoroughly enjoys shopping, she's never going to enter it. The thought of just walking through the threshold just gives her this horrible feeling. It was in December 2016. She was working late, it was Christmas Eve, and she needed a few bits and pieces. And the shop that she normally goes to closed early that Christmas. So where could she go? The only place she could think of was the supermarket. So she made her way down to the supermarket. Her heart was pounding, her vision blurred by the sweat on her brow. She went in, bought what she needed, and walked back up the hill and sat down on one of the benches while waiting for her bus as she observed the beautiful Christmas lights. Then she began to reminisce. It was December 2013. Her jacket caught a light. She panicked and ran out the door towards the level crossing, towards the supermarket. A passerby tried to put the fire out. A passerby tried to dial for help. But when he lifted his head, her hands were alight. When the fire brigade came, they said she died of shock, but it helped knowing that while the fire still continued, she was no longer there. Christmas is a melancholy time of year. It feels as though she's surrounded by a bubble of peace. She left behind a little boy, beautiful, happy, kind child. She feels blessed to have known her. Her family feel blessed to have known her. And now she's overcome the fear of the supermarket.
Have you felt what it's like to be bare, with no lash and no hair? Have you felt what it's like to be bare, with no nails and no share? Queens call themselves queens, seeking affirmation from those who encase them with things that don't even last the breath of time. A temporary fix, an illusion of love, a fantasy to get the most likes and the comments on the streams known to rich men that don't give a damn about your mental well-being. We talk about this give, providing hope for others, but broke. We wake up with no match, no colours. You see, I like the change-up, the new weave, the new style, and the new makeup. But when that wind blows and when that light shines, I need a coffee and a good shake-up. I tell you this not to hurt you or to break you, but to lift you and guide you and tell you that the material things don't hold your soul. So I'm just gonna ask you, have you felt what it's like to be bare, with no lash, no hair? Have you felt what it's like to be bare, with no nails, no share?
There's a passage I got memorized. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of a righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you. I've been saying that shit for years. And if you heard it, that meant your ass should be dead by now. I never gave much thought about what it meant. I just thought it was a cold-blooded thing to say to a motherfucker before I got to cap in his ass. But I saw some shit this morning, made me think twice. See, now I'm thinking, maybe it means you're the evil one, and I'm the righteous one, and Mr. 9mm over here is a shepherd, protecting my righteous ass in the valley of darkness. But maybe it actually means that you're the weak, and I'm the tyranny of evil men. But I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd.